you're new here, it's your first time, almost every night around 9 o'clock I do a live. At the very beginning of the video I show the gear, and you will see guys on here and then they jump off, and that's fine. So I just kind of walk around, show you the new gear, you guys type things out, ask questions, we have a conversation about whatever you want. I've been in here since 4 o'clock this morning, so I don't need to walk around my shop. As long as you guys are communicating and interacting, we'll do this video, and when people don't, the videos are shorter. These are fupas, danglers. That means these are fanny packs that work as a chest rig, also chest pack, come with shoulder straps and a waist strap, and then they have this piece here that flips up. You can put them on armor or on any of our micro rigs or other rigs. These are Coyote vehicle visor covers. We made a lot of fupas today. Most of them have shipped out. We did tons of free promo bags today. Most of that, Patriot Day and Labor Day bags, tons of that stuff shipped out. Anybody on here get a tracking number today? So we have all of this stuff. Almost all of it is available to ship to you tomorrow. Shotgun micro rigs, AK M4 micro rigs, lever gun chest rigs, stacked micro rigs, AK M4 micro rigs, day packs. These are multicam black red. I've also got them in multicam black and woodland. These are medium clothes bags, subgun micros right here. These are all small clothes bags. We have a lot of colors available. These are medium clothes bags. Large tool bags right there. Arid, multicam Arid, and Coyote down there. Multicam black tool bags, mass casualty aid bags. I do have one multicam black TIFF blue normal tool bag, and then a ton of toiletry bags. 5 toiletry bags fit perfectly into a medium clothes bag. Pocket organizers, pelter wraps, night vision cases, hearing protection cases. We do a new shirt every week. You can see those on the front page of the website, typically. Small utility pockets right there. Fupa danglers, I've got woodland and black. XLs, I've got multicam black and woodland. These are normal fupas, Coyote, multicam black, woodland. And then these are the smaller fanny packs. I see those in Arid, and Coyote, and it looks like black pink down in there. What tool bags in stock? This normal size one, multicam black right there. Also multicam black TIFF blue up there. Josh, what's up, man? Need a fupa dangler, but I don't know what color all my micros. Well, order one, man. You had it already. Got shipping today, right on. Papa Mike, Camel, what's up? Peck Perspective, President, what's up? Scott, hit that thumbs up. That's right, guys. Bob, what's up, buddy? Bob Lester. Jonathan Cam, Harrison, Guzman, what's up? Guzman, I was just touching one of your orders a minute ago. Joseph Frazier, what's up? Chase Peoples, James Richard, what's up? Been working hard last few days, couldn't catch live. Right on. Well, the good news is they're still there. And the other good news is this one will be very similar to the other ones that you did not catch. No Fupa XL danglers yet. My capacity's all taken up, man. We've still got a couple hundred Fupas we're running. XLs right here, Coyote. Gray Fupa danglers right here. Green Fupas right here of some sort. What are we sewing back here? Black fanny packs, multicam black EDC pockets. Those are the little tiny ones. Black large tool bags, off color. Those are kind of a weird green color. Then there's a bunch of other stuff out here. There's more XLs right here. OCD will kick in and have to order a matching one of every rig. Well, you better get started. You've just missed a bunch of them. Or don't. I mean, we're going to sell all of them, no matter who buys them. We did a run of, there's 24 black single points right here. Here's 60 more. Yep, 60 more lined tool bags. Looks like, yeah, that's what he's cutting right there. And then over here, these are OD fupas, so those other ones out there are probably danglers. Do we make the mini pack anymore? We do. We have not made any mini packs. We do. I don't think you can even order them right now. Buy one, get one tool deal, Milwaukee. Hey, watch those buy one, get one tool deals at Home Depot. A lot of times when they're doing that, they are not the new tools. You can get some good tools, but they are not the new release stuff typically. And when you see the combo deals a lot of times, it is not the tool that's being currently reviewed on the review websites. Just be aware of that. Landfill, what's up? Mini pack, we're calling mini packs, you guys want. Life is busy for me right now. What I mean busy is good, right on. Correct, definitely not the Gen 4. Great live with Tag. Man, Tag's always good. I could just say nothing and let Tag talk and it would be a good one. Padded 2-point slings, yeah, I make them as they're ordered. And I should say, you order them and eventually I make them. I made a ton of them a couple weeks ago. We shipped them out. Here's a bunch of multicam ones right here. I think there's probably 20, 24 right there. We have a bunch of boot bags in stock. These are all boot. How about you just tell me what color boot bag you want? Or here, you can look right here. Now, if you're asking this because you have one on order, it hasn't shipped because it's waiting on something else or the promo code you used. If you order one of these tonight and you don't order some other stuff that we don't have with it, it will ship to you tomorrow. Took too long deciding on other items I ordered and missed out on the XLs. You're your own first oh yeah, a lot of, we never know, man. We'll do a shirt design and I'm like, man, these are gonna blow out in a day. And then they don't. And then other times I'm like, yeah, we'll sell some of these, but we'll have inventory for a while. Guys will use them for upsells on the promotions and stuff. And then boom, they blow out overnight. I'm like, where did all these order? There's no rhyme or reason. Girlfriend stole your mini pack. The mini pack's an awesome bag, man. I carry one every time I leave here. I carry a mini. As a matter of fact, here's mine sitting right here. That's my mini pack. John Witherspoon, what's up, man? Always enjoy how clean the business is. The camera is deceiving. I walk in shops and I'm like, man, holy shit, this is like a sterile environment. If you watch, we did a video reaction video last week, and it was my workspace here. And it was the first thing that had ever been sewn in this video. We were just starting to put sewing machines in here. And I had a machine sitting right here and I sewed on it. And if you look at that, go watch that video when you're off of here. That was clean. This here is a disaster. But I know where everything is. Patrick Caswell, how are you? I saw Sam on here. Boss thought he got a great deal on a bunch of Milwaukee tools and found out the hard way that they were made for European outlets. So that wasn't on my radar. I'd not heard of that. Not surprising. I wonder what the difference is. But like when the new 12 volt impact stuff came out, this stuff here, right? When this stuff here came out, that's the part number you want right there. They had a bunch of these package combos at Home Depot, and they were not these new ones. They didn't disclose that. You didn't know that. And there was a couple people when I went to get it, and they were starting, and it wasn't the red lithium stuff. So everybody was watching the videos and stuff, and I'm like, hey, if you think you're buying the brand new, he goes, yeah, I just saw a video on it today, because like VCG Construction and all the tool review companies have done stuff on them. But what Home Depot is selling is never the new thing, but they'll put it on an end cap and have a promo. Where do you think the promo came from? Came from fucking Milwaukee. Milwaukee sends that shit out to help blow out old inventory. We had to spend about $100 for a converter that would, oh shit, so it was on the European chargers. My day pack is about 5 years old, and I think been as far as Australia and back for work. Used and abused, still like new. Love Woodwind Multicam Black Mini Pack. I do too, man. That's probably my favorite combo. Received clothes bag last week. Right on, right on. Like cleaning a garage. It looks nice, but you can't find anything. Yeah, yeah. And I could have, like, somebody could come in here and completely organize this, and it would be faster for me to just buy the thing than look for it. Well, it is now too, though. There's all kinds of shit in here, and if it takes me more than 5 minutes to find it, I'll just go pick one up. It'll be faster. But if society ever collapses, I mean, we'll have a lot of duplicates. Desert Rat, what's up? Got one of the recent run gray day packs. Yeah, there's not many of those out there. Can I help clean up SRF? I'll be in town the night before patrol class. Help clean up what? This stuff? No, no. Anytime somebody's like, hey, can I help? It's never a help to me. Number one, it's the person's unknown. And they're in, like, we run full speed after SRF. Now, can you help clean up SRF? I'm sure. I mean, you'd have to talk to Nicole. Like, I stay out of that. Guys will always come ask me, hey, can I park here? And my inclination is sure, but there's always a reason you can't. So anytime somebody's asking me about SRF, the answer is ask SRF staff. If you're in here asking me about anything in this building, then me or any of the people in the building are the people to ask. Black Coyote Day Pack, yeah, the only reason we made those is because my friend Justin Souders wanted those. So anytime you see a piece of gear, a piece of kit in that color combo, the only reason it's available is because Justin asked for one of them, and I made 3 or 4 extras of them. Mine is in Ghost. Day Pack is literally part of my EDC, right on. Yes, you can help clean up after SRF as far as festival stuff goes. Homestead, there we go. Chuck Peoples. Because everybody, and I don't mean, I know I sound like an asshole to whoever that guy is probably. Like when we first got the property, dudes were like, hey, I'll come plant trees. I've planted a lot of trees. None of those trees lived because we didn't plant them right. Snag a Raid Toxic Thread Day Pack. Oh yeah, there's not many of those either. have a Daypack side pouch. That's a black and coyote. Yeah. Well, it's like dudes are like, hey, can I? I'll sweep all. The guys just grab a broom and start sweeping out in the garage, right? Because a bunch of dirt and dust from the gravel and shit gets tracked in. But when they start sweeping, they've never seen a broom before, or they sweep outside or whatever, right? When you sweep a broom in here fast and hard, it throws dust in the air. Do you know where the dust all settles? It settles on everything in here. So I would rather I usually just sweep it out myself. And I'm gonna take 3 times longer, and I'm gonna sweep super slow, and I'm gonna make individual piles, and then I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna suck those up with the shop vac. People mean well. Hey, I'll do something, right? I don't want to stand around and do anything. People mean well, but then half of that dust that's on the ground ends up all over this black gym equipment. And there's different brooms, right? You have soft bristle brooms, you have hard bristle brooms, and to most people, they don't give a shit because it doesn't matter, right? What is your best sewing machine? There's not a best sewing machine, man. I can sit on any one of these sewing machines and build what I build. Ask me a more specific question. What's the question you really want to ask? What sewing machine you should buy? This is the sewing machine that I sew on every day. It's old. There's parts broken on it. I should be sewing on one of these machines. I just don't care. I will sew on this sewing machine until it has a catastrophic failure. And then I'll walk over here, and this is exactly what would happen if this machine broke. I would walk right over here, sew on this machine for a minute, and if it worked, I would swap the two into place. Had a lady that did a bunch of drywall work, that we did a bunch of drywall work for. She insisted she didn't need to put up a dust barrier. Oh shit. In the next room, dozens of oil paintings. Those are good for areas where the floor is smooth, like John's shop. Tag, man, thanks for coming on today. Always good to have you on. Always good to get to talk for a few minutes. Placed my first order Friday. It's already shipped. I don't know what some of these dudes bitching seem super fast to me. Well, it doesn't always happen that way. Our website is, a lot of it's open, just a holdover from the last 15, 20 years of business. And I get it, man. It's the Amazon thing. Even I do, if I'm spending more than $1,000, I actually email the company and I'm like, hey, if I buy this, can it ship? Do you actually have it ready to ship? So I kind of do the same thing. I like the mop style brooms. Oh, like, yeah, we have those. We used to use them in here. We don't use any brooms anymore. Well, we kind of do. We use a little broom and get all the loose stuff through here. And we suck everything else up with the Milwaukee cordless shop vacs. They work great. They work so well that I bought 2 more of them. In the old shop in Oceanside, because we didn't have all this racking, and it was on a separate, the building actually sealed between the 2 sides. We used to just use a scuba cylinder and just blow everything into a corner and suck it up with a 2-inch shop vac. Just got a really old sewing in real good shape that you power with your legs. Wood flip top cover. Yeah, I got one of those. A treadle machine. I bought one a couple of weeks ago. First one I've ever owned. Amanda actually bought it. I just order it, and when it shows up, Love Milwaukee Mini Shop Vac, the rectangular one. So I don't have the rectangular one. We use these round ones, the 20 volt. Is it 20 volt? I also have the 12 volt. The 12 volt has a lot more suction, but the pipe, the tubing is much smaller around. So this will vacuum up all the thread and everything. But every now and then we've got something that clogs it up. So you've got to open the door and kind of get it out with your finger. Send it all out the shop door with the backpack blower. Oh, fuck no. Hell no. That's another thing. Like when people are like, oh, I'll sweep the garage out. Anything, I don't put any of that shit out in my gravel. I pick it all up with a dust broom because all that stuff, there's seeds and shit. And every time you sweep the garage out, because I've got four-wheelers in and out and razors and stuff and trucks, anytime you sweep the garage out into the gravel, as soon as it rains, it all grows. So I don't put any of that shit out there. As a general rule, anytime I've had someone help me out, something gets fucked. Yeah, it does, man. And I get it, man. People want to help out. But like Jeff said, you know, we used to have 6 dudes on staff. And Jeff's like, yeah, but you were paying me a lot of money to just babysit those guys, to oversee them. Individual suction ports like a barbershop, yeah. A lot of houses have a built-in vacuum system to them. A tactical Roomba. Man, I wish they had one. I actually used the Roomba out in the garage for some time. But in here, Threads would just have it jammed up all the time. Joining Patreon, all I had to do to enter, yep, that's all, you just have to be a member. We're going to take all those names, assign a number to them, random number generator, randomly picks one of those names, and that's the winner. Josh needs a babysitter. You can come be the babysitter. Yeah, I only use unknown help for heavy lifting. Otherwise, 10-minute job takes an hour to explain how to do it right. Order arrived, and I submitted another for a medium clothes bag. Thank you for your order, Scott. Cleans his storage with a leaf blower. I use a leaf blower for a lot of stuff. I just don't use a leaf blower on my stuff, right? Out in the feed shop, no. Out in the feed shed, no problem. Outside on the patios and the slabs and the sidewalks, yeah, leaf blower all day long. Like I walk around with a torch and burn weeds and leaves and debris and stuff. I burn, when grass starts growing, I burn all that shit. Like I walk around the gravel and spot spray weeds. I spent a lot of money on gravel. I want gravel. And if you ever leave a patch of gravel and you let weeds start growing in it or grass start growing in it, it is a very short amount of time until the gravel has been taken over. When we bought the property, it was all just jungle back there. When we hogged it all down, it used to all be gravel. Flagline tool bags are nice. Yeah, they're nice. We shipped a ton of that shit out today. Like the old high school wood shop. I forgot about the big vacuum dust collectors. Hell, schools don't even have wood shops. Yeah, we were talking about that today. I said, I'd really like to have a really nice wood shop. I would never use it. I hate sawdust. Yeah, gravel is the best hydroponics. The best. We planted. We put over. I think we put $2,000 worth of grass seed down on the property. None of it is where we put it. And it grows best in the gravel where we did not put it. The gravel, especially the 5.7, man, it's the best aquaponics system that there is. Yeah, great drainage, man. It is. It's the best. I have onions and carrots and basil growing all through the gravel. I just spent 2 days, just an hour a day, moving all my raised beds with the forks on the skid steer. And I moved them over like 60 feet, just so that I could torch where all that stuff was, just to reclaim that gravel. So they did kill shop classes all over the place, right? I hear that a lot. We still have them out here in Tennessee. We still have a ton of that stuff. And TCAP, right? My son participated in all the TCAP classes, and then we sent him to 2 years of school, trade school, and he learned machining and programming and CNC and stuff. Do you use any pre-emergent weed control on the gravel? So I don't. I'm not real sure what that is. I recently heard that they have like a Roundup crystals, like salts. I heard that works really well. That wasn't even on my radar. Spend almost $500 a year on chemical just keeping the gravel driveways clear. Way too much to burn. Same, Tyler, same. Burning it, I can spot burn it as it emerges. But if you ever let that stuff go more than a couple weeks and it goes to seed, plus I've got all these guineas and chickens around here. So they run a path every morning around the building. And what do you think they're shitting out? It's all seed. They're literally planting for you. Do you still have the pond out back? Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, we got the pond, the big one. I was the last year that had wood shop in your school. I could use something like that. It's starting to ingress on the driveway. Yeah. Yeah. You could also use like a land plane, or, a box blade's a lot more work, but you could use a land plane, or even a harrow rake will get a lot of those weeds up loose. Protamine granular liquid pre-emergent stops seeds from germinating for 4 to 6 weeks. I spot spray more with like R40, is it RM43, the purple, or Roundup, but mostly that. And I just spot spray because I just want it to kill the grass and the gravel. And everywhere around here is something grows that I put there that I want to grow. So just in the gravel. Did that cat have kittens? Gray, white one. No, there's 3 cats here. There's this retarded gray one right here. And then there's the other 2 gray ones. These two came from Mama Cat, and she had put the kittens in the skid steer, and I was running the skid steer, and it started squealing, and it started smoking. Went to get a fire extinguisher, and realized it was not on fire. So the next morning when we went out there, we lifted the rear deck up, and there was a decapitated cat, and it had blown out 2 of the belts and knocked 2 blades off of the fan blade. And then we heard like meowing, and there was 3 of these kittens. One was dead, but that's one of them, and that's one of them. All the cats inside are fixed. All the boy cats are fixed. All the cats are fixed here for the most part. But everything inside are fixed. School got rid of auto shop right when I was a junior, but I was able to do 2 years in our sweet metal shop. Nice. Fabric raised bed. I have them. I have them. The grow bags and stuff like that. Ever tried 20% vinegar with a bit of orange oil? I have not. When I spray, I put down 20 gallons of material. I just take and just put a splash in the backpack thing, add hose water, and go. 4 foot wide ones are amazing, not the smaller ones. Man, they take so much dirt, or, you know, soil, so much soil. Yeah, critter in a motor. Yeah, we learned it messes stuff up. Never did I never thought of it. It never crossed my mind that she would put kittens up inside the skid steer. Never heard of 20. Yeah, where do you get 20% vinegar from? Did we have a productive day? Yes, we have a lot of stuff done today. We don't have a lot to show for it right now. It's literally already shipped out of here. Everything that was made today is clipped, cleaned. A lot of it's already put in boxes for tomorrow morning. The only thing that's not finished up are these single point slings. And then Jake was finishing these up. We've got pocket organizers that got done in black and Raid. We've got tons of options on those color-wise. Tomorrow morning we'll start super early. We'll get a bunch of stuff done that needs to be done. I'll box up a ton of orders, and then Jeff and Brandel will get here around 10, and we will record until 5 or 6 o'clock. We'll roll the entire day. These are orders right here that I'm batching up that we're going to address tomorrow. These are all boxed up, ready to ship, waiting on the free bags. They'll build those, so by, I don't know, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, those will be ready to ship. What a catastrophe, yeah. Notice you have quail in today's video. Do you watch Capturing Corner for their info? I've never heard of them, man. I've never heard of them. American Traditions Homestead, I think, had some quail. I didn't really watch anybody for quail content. My son wanted quail. He hatched all those quail out. Built some cages. We've got a couple of, if you saw the quail, that Fisher Price looking snap together stuff, those have been super easy to use. Had I turned the camera the other way, there's a bunch of cages that he had built there that we just didn't use. I think quail's a waste of time. I have them, I feed them. Their eggs are a pain in the ass to use because I have chickens and ducks and geese. I just have quail just so that we have quail, really. When they die, I probably will not hatch out or have more quail. There's nothing a quail does that a chicken doesn't do on its own, and gives you a product that is, you know, 6-7 times bigger. Yeah, these are Coturnix. There's some beautiful Coturnix quail out there too. Like snow white ones look like partridges and stuff. There's some beautiful color phases. I am going to add pigeons just because I want pigeons. I've made posts in several local groups, and I'm always surprised that they get 0 comments. I'm surprised more people don't have pigeons because there's so many pigeons out there. There's a couple places around here where I know I can go trap pigeons, and then just, you know, really feed them. They'll come home at night. How did the guineas come into the, are you talking, I can't see, your name's so long it doesn't show me your whole comment. I'm guessing you said, how did we end up with the guineas? Everybody said guineas eat ticks, so we added guineas. They're a great alarm system. You're going to know when something's going on from the guineas. You're also going to know there's guineas there a lot of times when what's going on you don't care. But my guineas, they holler when there's an aerial predator. If you watch guineas when they eat, they always have one, they have a sentry posted. One's looking up, and as soon as he goes down and starts eating, another one starts looking up. And they usually are on the higher ground, the sentry. And whenever we have big aerial predators or they see a shadow on the ground and they have a very certain alert when that happens, the dogs always run to where the guineas are. So it's part of a system. We didn't train them. We didn't train the dogs to do what they did. They all just do it. A crow. Yeah, I'd like to have a crow or a raven. Emus emus will fuck up other animals though. Like if I brought emus here, they wouldn't just, fit into the program. Yeah, nature does nature. If you have a dog that works and they're getting older, put a younger dog out there, right? That's why we put Hera out front with the 2 older Pyrenees. I have another Pyrenees on the way. So there'll be 4 dogs out there for a while. Both those 2 Pyrenees out there are sisters. They do a good job, but I would add much larger stock than what they are. Emus tear the hell out of grass fields, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have cassowaries. How big are the geese eggs compared to chicken and duck? So I don't know. I've never seen a goose egg. I very well might have 2 boy geese. I don't know the answer to that. I get duck eggs and I get chicken eggs. And we can pull up to 100 chicken eggs a day. And then I have another 100 chickens right now, baby chicks, that'll come online in the next, 6 months, 4 months to 6 months. Anatolians, womb leaders. So I have 2 Pyrenees and I have 2 Kangles, which is, super trooper of the Anatolian. What's the difference between 2 of them? A few hundred miles. But the Kangles, my dogs are the biggest Anatolians you'll ever see, right? When people I have Anatolians for sale, that's not the same thing. They look similar, but our dogs are much, much bigger and much more agile. Pair of gray. Yeah, I have a gray goose and a white goose. And they say you can have guard geese, right? You can put a flock of chicken out in rotational grazing and put a goose out there. But if you put 2 geese together, they are not interested in protecting the flock. Yeah, Kangles are bred to protect against bears and wolves. They use big Anatolians. They use Kangles, Tibetan Mastiffs. Sometimes you'll see. There's a lot of livestock dogs, but out west, you see a lot more of them where the predator load is higher, where they have actual bears, brown bears, and mountain lions, and they use big dogs for that. Doberman Shepherd mixes, right on. Excellent with the birds, horses, cattle. That's cool. That's cool. A lot of people you'll see people put those dogs up in livestock groups, and they might work at your place, but you can't typically take one of those dogs and just put it out there and expect it to livestock dog. There's always the exception. Like I really like Australian Shepherds. I love them. They would worry my animals to death. Like we had an Aussie dog here for a long time when we had the goats, and I could turn Bear out and just go put him to bed, and he would run out, find the goats, bring them right back home wherever they were, and put them in their pen. But anything else, he would run to death. Once something runs, man, he would just chase and chase and chase. Not when you're there, But on his own, he would just chase things to death. Yeah, I love watching those shorts, the YouTube shorts and Instagram shorts on the cattle dogs, the Australian dogs, where they're working cattle or calf or horses. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here in a couple minutes. Anything you want to see before I turn the lights off? Very large pack of well-trained dogs, best group I've ever seen. Protected cattle were 8 healers. Absolutely rip coyotes, bobcats. That's cool, man. There's not a Catahoula or a healer out there that if you put it in a car, it won't bite the shit out of somebody. Man, you put a healer in the back of your truck and walk away, it will bite someone. Yeah, I have 2 geese. Corgis bred for cattle jobs? I didn't know that. The Romans used Rottweilers. I thought it was elk hounds, like hellhounds. Norwegian elk hounds. Isn't that the big dogs? What color stacked micros? Mandrake, multicam, coyote. I love that guineas are understood as sentries by the dogs. And we didn't train them that, man. They're out there all in the same pen, and the dogs they just learned it. A German meat merchant bred Rotties. I've had goose egg. 1 goose egg is about 3 large chickens in a skillet right on. 3-year-old border collie cannot be left to his own devices around the loose chickens and ducks. We moved here with a border collie. Her name was Acacia. She was in the basement during a thunderstorm. She chewed her way out, and we never saw her again. She was scared to death of thunder and lightning. She literally ate her way through a set of stairs, a staircase, when she was down in the basement. She had access, it's a big ass basement, and she chewed her way through the stairs. Draft dogs, nice. Yeah, a lot of people use the dogs that didn't get eaten because all of the horses got eaten. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. We've got some shorts that went up today on YouTube, quite a few of them. Same, you can see them on Facebook and Instagram also. We typically put up 7 to 8 a day, so you can scroll through those and see them. The Tesla one seems to have a bunch of crazy comments on it. And then we had a couple videos that went live today. Podcast 39 is up and live if you're in the members section at the $10 members. And then episode 40 is loading up right now as we speak. I was told an hour or so ago. Dobermans were the only large bred dog breed for personal protection by the town tax collector dog trapper. Mike Smith, the cat will have to tell him no via the claws. I don't know what we're talking about.